Okay, converting that to hydrogen concentration is 10 to the minus pH. So 10 to the minus 7.92 is 1.2 times 10 to the minus 8. Now, if I plug this hydrogen concentration into the mass action expression and solve for the ratio of base to acid, I get 1.2 times 10 to the minus 7 divided by 1.2 times 10 to the minus 8, which reduces down to 10 to 1. So what I'm trying to prove to you is you move 1 pH unit higher, the ratio changes by a factor of 10. Again, if you can't see that, let me hold up the chart for you. Is that visible okay? So I want pH unit higher than the pK sub A, converted to hydrogen concentration, plug into the mass action expression, solve for the ratio of base to acid, bring the hydrogen concentration over here, and it reduces down to a ratio of 10 to 1. Okay, let me now show you the full table method. Let's look at the full table for this particular system. Okay, so notice I marked in green the pH equal to pK sub A. Now, once you get used to the table method, you actually only need 2 rows, pH versus ratio of base to acid. Okay, so I purposely marked the pK sub A. You always want to start with that, and notice the ratio of base to acid is 1 to 1. Okay, now I tried to prove to you, if you go 1 pH unit higher, 7.92, the ratio changes to 10 to 1. Okay, then 8.92, 100 to 1, 9.92, 1,000 to 1. Now going the other way, if you go 1 pH unit smaller, the ratio changes, but now it favors the acid. 1 to 10 for the acid, 4.92, 1 to 100, 3.92, 1 to 1,000, 2.92, 1 to 10,000. Now, in the past, I've had everyone know that the ratio changes by a factor of 10. Where people kind of screw up is who gets the 10, who gets the 1. Here's the best way I can explain it to you. Go back to the pK sub A, 6.92. If you go to a higher pH, remember higher pH means more basic. So if you go to a higher pH, it favors the base getting 10 to 1. And if you go lower in pH, it favors the acid. So now the acid's the one that's going to be favored. Any questions on this one? Okay, and again, if you can't see that, let me hold up the chart for you. So once you get used to the table method, you only need 2 columns, pH versus the ratio of base to acid, or you can flip it over acid to base. And again, you always want to start with the pK sub A equal to pH, because that's where you know the ratio is 1 to 1. Okay, go more basic, and it's going to favor the base. And how much? A factor of 10 for every different pH. Okay, and then as you go in this direction, which is more acidic, it's going to favor the acid. Okay, what I'd like to do now then is to use the table method to answer the 3 questions we did before. Okay, now I've written the answers here from before, and let's see how the table method would work. Okay, so we found out algebraically at a pH of 2.92, the ratio of HS to H2S is supposed to be 1 to 10,000. Ooh, look at the chart. At a pH of 2.92, the ratio is 1 to 10,000. So that's how the table method gave us that answer. Okay. Now, question number 2 is, if we want the ratio of safe to unsafe is 10 to the third to 1, what does the pH have to be? Algebraically, we get an answer of 2.92. Let's see what the chart says. So if we want 10,000, no, 1,000, I'm saying, 1,000 safe to 1 poison. Notice at 2.92, we have a ratio of 1,000 to 1. And then the last question I asked you is, okay, if you're a gambler and you want to have 50-50 mixture, what should the pH be? Look at the table. 50-50 mixture, the pH is 6.92. So the table method can get you these answers very, very quickly. Any questions so far on the table method? Let's see. Okay. I'd now like to give you a practice quiz. Okay. The regular class is actually be a quiz, but this will be a practice quiz. Let's make this homework. Okay, does that show up okay? Abby, can you see the whole thing?
I'm downloading it right now. It's just 3 questions, correct?
3 questions, right. So I'd like you to do this for homework, and I'm actually going to start off our next lecture on Thursday by going over this with you. So not for a grade, but this is kind of a summary in a way of what this unit has covered so far. So if you can answer these questions, you're in great shape. Okay, on my screen, I can't get question 3 on at the same time unless I lift it up. Well, I guess it works now. Okay to go on?
Yep.
Okay. Now, for those that can't see it on the screen, let me hold up the sheet for you. Is that all visible okay?
It's too far away.
Too far away. Okay. Any better? I can hold up closer also.
Yeah, I think that would be best. Thank you.
Okay, tell me when it's good. Is that good?
A little bit higher because the bottom is cut out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Is that good?
Yes, thank you.